Hi guys, my name's Andy and this is how to play That's Entertainment by The Jam and Paul Weller. We would need a capo 3rd fret to keep this in the key of the original, but there's a few great versions by Paul Weller, a couple with Noel Gallagher as well, and they have no capo. So I'm demoing this with no capo and it's all exactly the same. We would just move capo 3rd fret and move everything up proportionate to that. So pretty straightforward. Nice easy chords and pretty simple structure. It's all about the strumming hand on this one, so let's get straight in for a close-up and check out how to play this cool song. That's Entertainment. So just to be totally clear, this needs a capo at 3rd fret, and then we play the chords that we're going to learn in this lesson proportionate to this capo to keep it in the key with the original song by The Jam. However, I've seen plenty of live versions of Paul Weller playing this without a capo, and just in case you guys don't have one, we're going to learn it without a capo in this fashion. And we're going to start off with an all fingers G. So we're going to place our first finger 2nd fret, middle finger 3rd fret, and 3rd and 4th fingers on the thinnest 2 strings at 3rd fret here, playing the G chord like this. And then we go down to an E minor 7, essentially keeping the 3rd and little finger there and playing a standard E minor. So you'll want to practice changing a couple of times between the G and the E minor. G, E minor. And it's 1 bar of each, and then it's just kind of the strumming pattern that we need to learn after that, which is as follows. It's the same pattern that goes through all the rest of the song. We just have a couple more chords. But for this strumming pattern, the real thing that makes this an improver to intermediate level is the little down, up, down at the start. The little strumming flourish on the G. Down, up, down. So let's start with this first of all. We're literally down, up, down at this speed. And to make sure that we can get it to this speed, because a lot of beginners really struggle to this, and there's 2 reasons why a beginner wouldn't be able to do this, that if you do these 2 things, you'll be able to do it. One is making sure there is no tension in your forearm, or your upper arm, or your shoulder, or your neck. We need it to feel like, if I just shake my hand out like this, the feeling of strumming at this tempo is none too dissimilar from this. So I'm just shaking my hand out now like I'm trying to get loosey-goosey. And the only point of tension is between my thumb and 1st finger. Now, so that's the biggest thing. If at any point in your arm or I've noticed some people, you know, when we're strumming from the elbow at all, they really tense that elbow. The motion's from the elbow, but you've got to keep as loose as possible and just have a little bit of wrist movement. So number 1, no tension, and really kind of shake your arm out if any tension does start to build up there. Point number 2 is keep the motion small when you want to do it fast. Anything you want to do fast, keep it tight within this area. Don't do a big down, up, down motion if you're wanting to do it fast. And with those 2 things, we should be able to do that down, up, down pretty good. And that happens just before the beat, and the last strum, 1, is actually on the beat. Down, up, 1. And then we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Now this is just for that first bar, so down, up, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And it's at that point we change to the E minor 7 and keep going with the downs and ups, but we finish and go to that G a little bit earlier. Let me do this to account for you guys. 3, 4, down, up, down. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, down, up, down. So what happened then? Let me slow it right down for you so you can see. Start with the down, up, down. Down. Down, up, down, up. That was the first half. Down, up, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Down, up, down, 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 up, and then on the E minor, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then a quicker one, but we have to go back to the G on that one. And that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, up, down. And then it would begin again. On the G chord in 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, 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 E minor, down, up, down, up, down, up, flourish. That's one round through. Let's try and get it, that first part solid, and then we will loop it. 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, flourish. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, E minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, up, down. So it's correct that your hand has to move faster for those last few strums, or the first few strums. But after that, our hand is moving consistently down and up. Let's do this in a loop from the G chord. If you have to stop at any point, try and rejoin from the little flourish and join in with me in 2, 3, 4. Down, down, E minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, up, down, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3 and G. Slowing it down. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. G, 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 G. 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Speed it up. And that's, if we pause there, is the main riff. After that, we sometimes see it, I've seen it written as an A minor, but I believe it is an A minor 7, so standard E minor without the third finger down. So just your first 2 fingers down like this. Remember to strum just from the A string. And then we're going to go for this way of playing an F, which is a little bit of a hybrid. It's very much an F major 7, but we've got your third finger where it would be on a C and your little finger underneath it like this. So it's a little bit of a hybrid between the F major 7 and an F bar chord like this. Makes it far easier. That's what we're going to need to do. Far easier for all the changes that we'll need. And this would just happen once. So typically we want to do that first line twice. And then we go to A minor 7, we don't need to lift off that middle finger. And it's exactly the same strumming pattern. We have the A minor. And then we again we come to that G a little bit earlier. You know, the down, up, down. The only time it happens other than the G is on the A minor 7, but other than that, that's a nice little round to do. So let's have a go at that. We have 2 bars, or well, 2 rounds of the G, E minor, so G, E minor again, then A minor to F major 7, and that is most of this song. If you follow the chord sequence and see when that happens, you know, when we're into the song, it's a little bit longer on the G, but that's the round we're going to do now to practice everything that you need to do to nail this song. So from this G chord, we're going to go nice and slow and just the main riff in 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, 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 up, down, E minor, and again, E minor, A minor 7, to F, and back to G. Let's do all of that again. G again, E minor, A minor 7, and F, and repeats. A minor 7, and then the F. So the only thing that could be giving you some problems there is the A minor 7 to the F and back to the G. Let's just take that on its own. 3, 4. And then to the G, down, up, down. That's the idea. One more time through that round. 2, 3, 4. G, G, G. Last time through that, and then we're going to have a full playthrough where I'll sing the lyrics and we'll be able to have a go at playing this together. 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, down to F. Remember, it's so important with these down and up strumming patterns that we're lifting off on the last up strum. So if I take this one again, we have down, 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 up, down, up. That's where I lift off to make the F chord. Watch that again. Lift, and then lift. Okay, so we lift off a little bit earlier. Okay, lifting off as we change chord. Let's have a bit of a playthrough now from the top of the song. G to E minor 7 times 2, and then it's A minor 7 to the F, and then we're going to start, okay? So in 2, 3, 4. E minor, that again. E minor, A minor 7 to F, and back to the G. Now stay here, keep this in a loop. Police car and a screaming siren, pneumatic drill and ripped up concrete, a baby wailing, a stray dog howling, a screecher breaks, A minor 7, that's entertainment. A minor 7, entertainment. Same again. A smash of glass and a rumble of boots, electric chain and a ripped up phone booth, shadow walls and the cry of a tomcat, life's going out, a kick in the balls, and A minor 7, entertainment. And again, that's entertainment. G, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la. A little bit slower now. Sha-la-la-la-la. Let's do that first verse again. A police car and a screaming siren, pneumatic drill and ripped up concrete, a baby wailing, a stray dog howling, the screecher breaks, A minor 7, that's entertainment, that's entertainment. And G, and finish there. Hopefully you guys could follow that, and that is how to play That's Entertainment by The Jam. As always, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps to support this channel and keep all these lessons free for you guys. Click in this area here to see more lessons at a similar sort of level, and click over in that area to see my free beginners course and strumming course that are available on my website to really help you nail similar songs to this and take your playing to the next level in terms of strumming and your general playing ability. So check out all those free resources. I will see you in another video of mine. Take care of yourselves and bye for now.